Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to week number 2 of virtual learning. This week in skills, focusing on reading comprehension, we're going to be learning a brand new skill. This week, we're going to be learning something called cause and effect relationships. And it's a relationship that most often happens during our nonfiction texts. But today, we're going to be focusing on this skill using a fiction story. So on the agenda, we are first going to learn what this new skill is. What is cause and effect? Then we're going to practice this skill and you're going to listen to an audiobook called Click Clack Moo, Cows That Type. You might have heard it, it's one of my favorites. Then you're going to take what you know about cause and effect and about the story Click Clack Moo, and you're going to see if you can find the cause and effect relationships in that story. That's what we have today. I'm going to flip the camera around so that you can see my screen so that we can jump into learning about cause and effect relationships. Okay, here is a look at my screen. Like I said, we are looking at our reading strategy of cause and effect relationships. And today we're going to be looking at a fiction story, but for the rest of the week, we're going to be looking at cause and effect relationships in nonfiction stories. So let's figure out, what is cause? Cause is why something is happening. You might have heard someone say, this is happening because of this. The cause is the reason why. It usually happens first. And if you think to yourself, if you can find the reason because or the reason why, you can identify the cause in a sentence. And our other part of that is effect. Effect is what happened. It's the main thing that you're looking for. It usually happens second after the cause, and you might think to yourself, what was the thing that happened in this sentence? That's usually, for me, the easiest way to identify the effect. So let's give an example. As you can see here, my arrow kind of shows you the cause leads to the effect. And I like to find the effect first. For me, it's easier to figure out what happened and then figure out why it happened. So in my picture, my effect is the boy fell. The boy fell, that's what's happening in this picture, and I need to figure out why. The boy fell because his shoe was untied. So my cause is the shoe was untied. The shoe being untied caused the boy to trip or fall. So let's practice. So the first couple we're going to do together, and I'll help you think through the process, and then the last couple I'm going to have you try it on your own. So our first sentence says, Tim forgot his math book, so he was unable to complete his homework. Now, what's the main thing of this sentence, the last thing to have happened? That's right, he was unable to complete his homework. And why did that happen? Why couldn't he do his homework? Because he forgot his math book. So the reason forgetting his math book made him not able to do his homework. Let's try another one. Keegan was hungry because he skipped lunch. What happened? Keegan was hungry. Why was he hungry? Because he skipped lunch. So because he skipped lunch, the effect was that he became hungry. Kelly studied her spelling words and she got an A on the test. So what happened? Kelly got an A on the test. And why did that happen? Because she studied her spelling words. Awesome. Now we're going to try it on our own. So I'll give you a little bit of think time between each one of these next ones. The sentence says, Erin's car had a flat tire, so she called a tow truck. Can you identify the effect, the thing that happened last? If you can identify it, point to it on your screen right now. The thing that happened last was calling a tow truck. And why did she call the tow truck? Point to the cause right now. She called the tow truck because it had a flat tire. Okay, and the last one we're going to do together says, Gina couldn't find the cookies because Papa hid them in the cupboard. What happened last in this sentence? If you thought Gina couldn't find the cookies. You were correct. Gina couldn't find the cookies. Why? Point to it on your screen. Gina couldn't find the cookies because Papa hid them in the cupboard. So sometimes you just need to stop and think, what happened first? What happened last? And it makes it a little bit easier to identify the cause and effect. So to wrap up what we learned today, our cause is why something's happening, and our effect is what happened because of that. So for example, because it was raining, that led us to needing an umbrella. So the effect of the rain was needing an umbrella, and needing an umbrella was caused because of the rain. I hope you learned a lot about cause and effect. Now you're going to watch an animated version of the Read Aloud Click Clack Moo, and then you're going to answer a couple questions. See you tomorrow.